All right. Welcome back, everyone. Okay, so today we are going to continue our Google Ads series. And today we're actually going to talk about creating a Google Ad search campaign. All right, so we're going to start going forward with that. Already, you should have gone through the Google Ad basics seminar and lesson, and some of you have even become Google Ads certified, whether it is through search or it is through display. If you haven't gone to that module yet, don't worry, it's coming. If you have, fantastic, you are ahead. Okay, so now that you have a basic understanding, and I do mean basic, we're going to get into the details as we go on in the series, but now that you have a basic understanding of Google Ads, now we actually have to create an account. So what does it look like when you're creating a Google Ads account? What exactly is that process? What exactly do you need to do? All right. As of this recording, Google Ads has two different modes: Smart mode and Expert mode. Smart mode is for beginners. It is extremely easy. It is simplistic. If you're looking for an easy interface, smart mode is the way you want to go. Expert mode is exactly what it sounds. It's more advanced. You have more control on the options. You have more ability to actually control what's happening, all right? When you create a Google Ads account, and as you start to create your account, they're going to walk you through your very first campaign. When you start your account, Google by default will make you go through a smart campaign setup. Okay? They do this for a couple of reasons. Number one is the majority of individuals will want to do a smart campaign. And the reason why, again, it's simpler, it is easier to understand. The majority of people doing these ads are small business owners and entrepreneurs just like yourself. They want to be busy running their business, not running their Google Ads. So by default, your very first campaign will be a smart Google Ads campaign. If you are good and you understand exactly how the interface works and how the mechanism works, and you want to shift over to an expert mode, to an expert campaign, you are allowed to do so later on after the first campaign is set up. We have in this series, you're going to go through step by step exactly how to do a smart campaign as well as an expert campaign. But because by default, you have to create a smart campaign first, when you first create your account, this video is going to focus on exactly that, a smart campaign. So we're starting from scratch. You go into Google Ads, you log in, you create an account, and now they're going to guide you through a number of steps to help you start and set up your smart campaign. So here's the main question. What exactly is a smart campaign? All right, like we said before, a smart campaign is designed for beginners. Why? Because it's very simplistic. Has a simplistic formula, has a simplistic format. What it does is it inserts, you will insert the basics of your ad and the basics of basic keyword themes and the basic location that you're looking for. And then Google's AI actually does the rest for you. There's pros and cons with the smart campaign. The pro is that it's very, very easy and it's very efficient because Google AI is learning about the campaign dynamics as it goes. It's learning about who is clicking on the ads. What type of individual is actually following through with the conversion? How are people interacting with your ads? And based on this machine learning as your campaign develops, it will actually optimize the campaign for you. You get analytics in real time. You can see what's working, what's not working, adjust as you want. But pretty much it is a type of campaign where you set it, you leave it, you allow Google AI to do the work for you, and maybe you spend 15 minutes a week to look at the different analytics to see how it's performing, all right? The con is obviously you have limited control. Because you're trusting Google AI to run the campaign for you, you do not have a lot of personal control yourself. Now, for most small business owners, they're perfectly fine with that. Google, take it away from me. Do me a favor, run my campaign, allow me to make some money, do all the work you have to do. I don't need the control. Some individuals who are more advanced, they want more control of their campaign. All right. So when you create an account in Google Ads, it is going to walk you, and just so you know, it's not like you are able to create an account and then set up a campaign later. It actually forces you to set up your campaign as you create the account. If you do not finish and follow through with creating a campaign, which includes putting your credit card number into the campaign format, it does not allow you to get to your overall campaign dashboard. You have to finish the campaign first, all right? So that's number one. Number two, by default, Google is going to walk you through a smart campaign. Smart campaigns are very basic, very simplistic, and they're designed for beginners. They're designed for small business owners. They're designed for individuals who do not want to spend a lot of time on their Google Ads. All right, set it, forget it, leave it, look at the analytics 15 minutes a week, and you're good to go. All right. Smart campaign sections. So even though the smart campaign isn't as dynamic as expert mode, there are some things you need to prepare for. Number one, ad goal. And again, the defined stage. The different stages of campaign development still fit under this element. We're still following those stages. In your defined stage, you define a goal. What is that goal? All right. So that is going to resonate with whatever the ad goal is. So for example, if your goal is to increase sales, your ad goal is probably going to be sales. If your goal is to increase leads, your ad goal is probably going to be leads. And we'll walk you through this in a little bit. These are just things to prepare for. Website destination. This is extremely important. When someone clicks on your ad, where do you want them to go? And is that destination fully optimized? For example, if you are selling, let's say you're a restaurant and you're selling a meal of 4 for a family of 4 for $100. So you have a 3-piece meal for 4 people for $100, right? Let's say that's the special that you're selling. All of a sudden, people see your ad, and that's what you're promoting in your Google Ads. And people are loving the ad. They click on it, but it goes to your website homepage. And on your restaurant homepage, you talk about the hours of operation. You have your menu, talks about the restaurant, but there's nowhere that talks about this family of 4 meal for $100. People have to search under the specials tab and try to find it, right? You got to make sure that whatever your ad is promoting, you're sending them to that direct page. And you have a page that's set up that is geared for exactly what you are promoting. If you're a little confused about this, pause this video right now, go back into your training lessons, go under campaign development, go under the buy-in cycle, go under the search stage. And look at that. We have some fantastic examples of what we're talking about. You want to make sure that you have an unbelievable landing page set up even before you run this ad. You do not want to be spending a lot of money. You do not want to be spending a lot of money on ads if your website or final destination is not set up properly. People have to go somewhere from this ad. You got to make sure that destination is set up, okay? Next, action. What exact actions you want them to take. So if your ad takes people to a landing page, what actions you want them to take. Are they signing up for a lead magnet and they're just giving their email and hitting submit? Are they actually making a purchase? What exactly is that sequence? What exactly is that action? What is the call to action that you want the target audience to take, right? Next, write the ad. We're actually going to write the ad. Now, Google does have AI tools to help you write the ad, but you're going to have to want to prepare and plan on some ad copy ahead of time. Keyword theme. You already went through a series most likely on keyword research, right? So you should have an idea of what type of keywords you want to use in your campaign. Boom, we're going to put that into the keyword theme. Location. Where do you want this ad to run? Is it a couple of cities? Is it a state? Is it the United States? Is it some countries in Europe? All right. What is that target area as far as the location goes? And then finally, budget. What are you willing to pay per day or per month? What do you feel comfortable paying? All right. So these are some planning tips that you want to get prepared for ahead of time before you even start creating the ad. All right. Now, once you have this ready and you feel like you're fully prepared, now let's walk through the steps of creating the ad. Now, I have to make this note. Google, Meta, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, All of these platforms change on a regular basis. So I am showing you screenshots that are live that I actually took today at this recording. If you're watching this video a year from now, chances are it could be different. 3 years from now, it's definitely going to be different. Even though it's going to be different a little bit, I do feel that the basics will still be there and you should be able to guide through. In the actual lesson, I will have links straight to Google, which will give you up-to-date, state-of-the-art, hour for hour, updated instructions on how to create a campaign. All right, so let's start. So you went to Google Ads, you signed up for an account, and here's the first thing it takes you to. And it asks you, what is your main advertising goal? What is your main advertising goal? Do you want to get more phone calls? Do you want more website sales or website leads? I mean, do you want the person to go to your website? Do you want to get more visits to a physical location? Do you want people to actually show up to your store or show up to your restaurant? Do you want to get more views and engagement on YouTube? So you can pick and choose exactly what you want your primary goal to be. All right, so again, go to the defined stage of your campaign. What's the overall goal? What best meets it right here? And click it. All right. Now, I clicked website. So in my example, when I actually went through this, I'm going to do get more website sales or leads. Obviously, we're an online platform, so that's exactly what we want. All right, next. Where should people go after clicking your ad? Again, this is the website or the destination. If it was a phone number, it would ask you what. Let me just go back for a second. If you selected more phone calls, the next page would ask you what is the phone number. If it's more physical visits to your physical location, it would ask you what the address is. All right. More engagement on YouTube, it would ask you what video or what channel do you want the engagements for. So we want people to go to our website, so it's going to ask you what website you want them to go to. Now, I just have drclesi.com. You want to put your landing page. So whatever the landing page is that coincides with the whole concept of the ad, that's where you want them to go. So if you are pitching this $100 special for a family of 4, you want this web link, this URL right here, to go to that specific page talking about that special. If you are a blog and you just want people to go to your homepage, then it's okay to put your homepage. If your homepage is very dynamic, and let's say you're a consumption company where you have blogging and podcasting and YouTube videos, and you want everyone to go to your homepage because all your content's right there, that's perfectly fine. But if you have a specific offer or you're pitching a specific product or a product line, you want this direction to go to that specific page. Be as specific as possible. Make sure that the destination, the web destination, is custom geared to whatever this ad is talking about. Okay? Now, what customer action should your campaign be optimized to deliver? Now, because I selected website, I got 2 choices. Do you want sales or do you want leads? And it breaks it down into a couple of options. So if I want sales, do you want customers to begin a checkout? Do you want customers to complete a purchase? Do you want customers to add items to their cart? Do you want customers to complete a subscription? So based on my type of business, it is a subscription model where people pay a low monthly fee. I obviously want them to complete a subscription. If it's a checkout and you just want them to have a specific purchase, you can do that. If you want people to, if you want them to begin a checkout, click this. If you want them to complete the purchase, right here. If you want them to add items to their cart, whatever destination, final action you want the target to do, you click it. I want customers to complete my subscription. So now you see right here where it says success will be measured on this page, meaning if someone actually fulfills a subscription, how does Google know they took that act? Well, obviously, if you've completed a subscription to my company, you're going to be sent to a thank you page. Most likely, when you make a purchase, you're sent to a thank you page or a confirmation page. So only people who make a purchase go to the thank you page. So that's what they're asking for right here. Success will be measured on this page how they actually go to the thank you page. That tells Google, that tells the ad campaign, okay, if this person actually made it through, they put the item in the cart, they checked out, it got processed, they went to the thank you page, okay, perfect. We know that the sale was complete, right? So whatever your thank you page URL, you want to insert it here. Maybe you don't want sales. Maybe you just want leads, okay? Maybe you want customers to request contact. Maybe you fill out a form for them to call you back. Maybe you want customers to schedule an appointment. Maybe you want customers to fill out an information form. Maybe you want customers to request a quote. Maybe you want customers to sign up for a product or a service, right? Whatever action you want your target to take, it gives you all these options. So this is where it's really special, it's really dynamic. Remember, we talked about call to action in a lot of these previous videos. This right here, this ad allows you to actually conduct that call to action. All right? So next. Here is an example, right? Enter a web page customers will see after they schedule an appointment, such as a confirmation page. Okay. If I click this right here, customers complete a subscription, obviously there was a pop-up that allowed me to put what is the thank you page, and I put it right here. If I hit leads, customers schedule an appointment, right? And I hit next, this is what's going to pop out. Enter the web page customers will see after they schedule an appointment, such as a confirmation page. So same exact concept we just talked about. In here, what you're going to do is, if you selected, I want a lead and I want people to schedule an appointment with me, okay, once that appointment is scheduled, where are they going to confirm it? What is that URL address? You put it right here and then hit apply. All right, and that allows the ads to confirm that what you wanted them to do is actually valid. All right, does that all make sense? Okay, next. Now it's time to actually write your ad. So you're going to do a first headline, you're going to do a second headline, you're going to do a third headline, all right? And then you're going to actually provide your descriptions. Now, what these different headlines are, that you can see the different sections of your ad. All right, grow my business, grow your business. Seek out our assistance, Contact our skill team now, contact our skill team now. Now, guys, this is not a real ad. This is just Google actually populating it themselves. They have an AI tool that will populate it if you want. All right, so these are just certain headlines. The next page right here is now you're actually going to do some descriptions. All right. If you want a call button, you can put the phone number right here. You don't have to. All right, it's completely up to you. After that, they're going to ask you to add some images. If you are doing display ads, meaning you want ads to show up on individual people's websites, this is where you insert the ad here or you insert the image here. If you do not want display ads and you only want search ads, you only want ads to show up where people are searching on Google or searching search engines for information. If that's all you want, you do not need to insert an image. But if you want a display ad, meaning you want an ad on other people's websites, then you put an image here. So just to show you an example, if you only want, you can see this right here, seek our assistance, contact our skilled team now, grow your business. There's no images there. That's a search ad. There's no image there. All right. It's just fully text. Just like if you go to Google, you do a search, it's strictly text. That's what we're talking about. If you want to do a display ad, then you can add your images here. All right. So that gives, I just threw a couple of images up here and you can see what it looks like. Now what you're going to do is you're going to insert your keywords. Now you will select and you're going to insert a couple of basic keywords, and then Google will also suggest some other keywords for you if you want, right? So you can see right here, these are keywords I inserted. I actually only inserted these right here on top. These are additional suggested keywords. And if there's one that you like, you click it, right? So we call these keyword themes. And what's going to happen is Google is going to look at the meaning of these themes. So the meaning of business sales training or the meaning of entrepreneur training. And any search that an individual does in which the intent is similar to this meaning, it will populate for you. That's what we're talking about, a smart campaign. It's simplified. You do not need to make an extensive list of keywords or key phrases. No longer do you have to do that in a smart campaign. You just have to insert the basic idea, entrepreneur training. So anything that has to do with entrepreneur training, this ad will actually serve automatically for you. That's what makes it smart. That's what makes it so easy. So you're going to select what keyword themes you want to insert into this campaign. All right, next. Now what you want to do is you want to show the location. All right, so where do you want your ad to show? You could do the United States. You can pick a couple of individual states. You can pick a couple of cities. Whatever you want. You can do zip codes, cities, regions, countries, states, whatever you want. Where do you want this ad to serve? And that's where you're going to insert right here. Okay, it's your choice. Now what's going to happen is you're going to see a couple of budget suggestions, right? So this top one right here, if you want to spend $4.60 a day, which is $140 a month max, you're going to be estimated 50 to 140 ad clicks each month. For $12.60, you're going to get, what was that, 180 to 380 ad clicks a month. That's going to be 383 a month, right? And then here is a high. So you have low, medium, high. They're obviously going to recommend the medium. Your choices, you can, and if you notice the currency is up here, you can select one of these optimized bids. Now, where did Google come up with these budgets? Well, what they're doing is they're looking at your keyword themes. They're looking at the locations that you selected, and they're optimizing, okay, what are people currently paying for ads in these regions? Okay, this is what a campaign should look like for you. All right, that's how they come up with these budgets. If you do not like these budgets, you're not bound by them. You do have a choice to enter your own budget. You do have a choice to enter your own budget. So I'm just playing around. I just put $1.50 a day. That'll be $46 a month. On estimate, it would give me 10 to 50 ad clicks each month, right? But notice on the bottom, with the budget lower than your competitor range, your ads may not get you noticeable results, okay? So what they're saying is hey, listen, your competitors are spending a heck of a lot more on their ad campaigns than you are bidding. And because they're spending and they're willing to pay significantly more, their ads are going to show up and yours are not, all right? So you do not have to go by these suggestions right here. You can insert your own amount that you want, but if you go too low, they'll actually give you a warning and let you know about it. So you can do it if you want. They can't promise it'll get served, but you can you can do your own budget, or you can do a suggested budget. I would suggest to do one of the suggested budgets. I would never do the highest to start with. If you want to start with the lowest suggestion just to see how it works and get used to it so you're not blowing out money, absolutely. And then if you want to advance in time, you can always go up in budget, all right? So whatever you can afford. If you want to start low, if you want to go in the medium, I'd start with one of these two first. That's just my personal suggestion, all right? Now your campaign's done. They're going to give you a review page so you can review everything. So you can see right here, you're going to give a campaign name. You're going to have what your goal is, web traffic, what your website is, your business name, your ad text, images if you have images, keyword themes, locations, daily budget. Everything is right here. And you can click this button right here to preview all of your ads. So if there's something that you don't like, just hit the pencil to adjust it. All right. So here is your preview, and then you will confirm this. Now it will ask you for a credit card once it's confirmed. Obviously, I'm not showing you that screen. And as of right now, you're going to get this pop-up. And the reason for this pop-up is they want you to know exactly what Smart Campaign Optimization is, right? By clicking accept, you agree to let us make improvements to your Smart Campaign, including updates to your ads, when your ads will show, location settings, search terms, and keywords. You're always in full control of your account. We just help get better results. Pretty much what that's saying is, because this is a smart campaign and not an expert campaign, if we feel that there's a certain location that's going to be optimized better for your ads, we might serve those ads there to see if it works. If there are certain days in time that we feel will get you better results, we're going to do that. If there are a couple of keywords or key themes that you selected that are not serving properly and not getting you the results you want, but we find other keywords that could get you the results you want, we might shift to that element right there, okay? If we might see that you need to change your bidding a little bit, we're going to do that. We won't go over your max, but we might change the bidding a little bit, all right? So that's what it's talking about right there. Finally, remarketing. This is going to be a completely different series, but in the EU, they have something that is required where on your website there is a pop-up that actually asks people, hey, we're going to collect cookies to serve ads to you later on. If you're looking to retarget, if you're looking to if someone goes to your webpage, they leave your webpage, and you want an ad to go to those specific individuals, we're going to go over, we call it retargeting. That's another section that we're going to go over in detail. If you plan on doing that in the EU, in Europe, you want to make sure you hire a skilled professional web developer that understands the EU laws and make sure that your website and your disclaimers and privacy statement is up to date. That is beyond this video. That's beyond this series. We don't get into that stuff. That's for you to contact a developer to go over the details with that, because these laws are always changing. California, if you're a business that does over $25 million, you probably have to do the same thing if you're going to do ads in California, all right? So that's all that's saying right there. If you're not doing business in Europe and you are under $25 million in sales, total sales for your company, you should be fine. But if you're over $25 million in sales, get a web developer, make sure you're up to date with the laws in California and in Europe, okay? Now your ad's created, and this is what you're going to see. This is your dashboard. Now you can see right here on top, it says pending. All ads go through a quick policy check. It usually takes 1 business day. What that means is they have a system just to make sure, you know, there's some products they don't want you to sell, which is obvious, you know. So they're just going through it, make sure there's no profanity or anything like that in your ads. Make sure it's suitable for people using Google and everything, right? So it'll probably take a day, you know, could take a couple hours, could take a day for your campaign to actually go live. That's fine. But you're going to see this dashboard right here. So it's going to show you impressions, how many times your ad was served, right? How many times people have seen your ad, clicks, how many people clicked on your ad, conversions, whatever conversion you set up, whether it was a sale or a lead or a phone call or someone show up to a location, your conversions will pop up right here. All right, so you have a nice little dashboard where you can actually see. You can be all time. It can be in the last month, last week, last day, whatever you want. You get all this information right here, okay? Dashboard continues. Search terms and reports are key themes. So this will show you what key themes, keyword themes, are actually serving the best for you and getting you the best results. You can actually have the ad text, image, and landing page information right here if you need to edit it. This has the location. This has your daily budget, all right? All this stuff you can edit. Now, nothing's going on right here because the campaign was never live. I only did screenshots to show you for this video. But if it was live and it was fully activated, you have all the analytics right here. And guess what, guys? That's it. That is setting up your first Google Ads campaign. It is that easy. So just a smart campaign sections, just to recap, you're going to set up your ad goal. You're going to set up a website or a destination. Where do you want people to go to when they click on your ad? What specific action do you want them to take? You're going to write your ad. You're going to insert keyword themes. You're going to set what location you want this ad to serve in. You're going to set a budget, and boom, you have your first campaign. And that's it. Google AI will optimize it, the rest. What I would recommend you do is when you launch your first smart campaign, the first week, every day, just look at your analytics, make sure everything is set up. You know, make sure that if you put $100 a month, it's not $1,000 a month, right? If you start seeing that your ad spend is going overboard, there's an issue, cancel it, pause it, stop the campaign, allow you to look at it, right? So, you know, in the first week, look at it every single day. You only need to take 5 minutes. Just see what's working, what's not working. Make sure everything is up to date that you want it. Make sure the numbers look good. The cost per conversion is there. The number of clicks to your website or visits or whatever you set it up for is there. The leads are there. Just make sure it is working the way you want it to. There is going to be a video on analytics later on in the series that will say, hey, what numbers should you look at and stuff like that, okay? I want you to know, as of now, for those of you who went through your Google Ads certification, you'd be like, hey, where are the ad groups? As of now, the smart campaigns, you do not need ad groups for the smart campaigns. All you need is these items right there. You do not need an ad because they do the keyword theme, and that's the keyword theme in your location. That's your targeting. That's it. So the ad groups, did I say ad words? Ad groups, you do not use, as of right now, again, this could change, but as of right now, you do not use ad groups for a smart campaign. If you want to target different segments or you want to target different areas for different products or you want to use different keywords for different types of campaigns, you just create different campaigns for that. All right, it's that simple. And that's it, guys. That is today's video. That guides you through setting up your very first Google Ads campaign. What's next in this series? We just went over how to set up your first campaign, which is a smart campaign. And if you're an individual where you're not familiar with Google Ads, and that is good for you, you just want to stay in the smart campaign dashboard, that's perfectly cool. That's up to you. If you're an individual that wants to take the ad campaigns to the next level, and you want to get into the expert panel, and you want more control over your ads, the next series will go over step-by-step detail on how to plan an expert Google Ads campaign. All right, so make sure you watch those videos. All right, Bible verse of the day, Luke 18:27. But he said, the things that are impossible with people are possible with God. The things that are impossible with people are possible with God. Listen, being a business owner is tough. Being an entrepreneur is tough. Juggling a family and your friends and your responsibilities in your business and your employees and your customers, that's tough. And I know at times it might seem like you're on an impossible uphill. You might just watch this video on Google Ads and like, how in the world am I supposed to do this? It might seem like an uphill battle. Take a deep breath. Get focused. Get centered. Rely on your faith. Because what's impossible for you, God can always help guide you through, if it's His will, right? So always remember, you might be in an impossible task in your mind, but keep fighting through, keep learning, keep grinding it out, keep following the path that you're supposed to be on. Always be faithful in praying to get that guidance that you need, and then, man, make it work. Make it work. All right, guys, have a good one. We will see you in the next video. Talk to you later.